Hi, I am Teja Sai. This is a walkthrough of my full stack feedback system built with React and FastAPI. It allows managers to give feedback, employees to view and acknowledge it, and supports peer feedback and password recovery. The project is split into two parts, front end and the back end. This is the front end and back end folders, and front end using React and back end using FastAPI. Here is how folders organized. Let's start the let's start with the React side, the feedback form. The feedback form component allows managers to select an employee and submit feedback. And here use effect handle submit Axios are used in feedback form. And coming to app.js, the app.js handles routing and renders components based on login role. We use basic role based conditions to display dashboards. And coming to its function, this is for manage dashboard, and handle layout function, handle logout function is also used here. And along with that, for sign up the routing is done here. For reset password the routing is done here, and for forgot password the routing is done there. Along with that, if the role is manager, it will display in this way. If the role is employee, it will display the employee dashboard. Switching to the backend, main.py. Main.py is the central FastAPI app file. All routes are defined here. This is one route, login and sign up. Before, as I mentioned previously, sign up is a route, feedback is a route, and forgot password and reset password are also the routes which are mentioned in feedback form.js. The feedback endpoint accepts form data from React, save it to the database, and return a success message. It is based it is shown here at feedback point s. Due to this function, the form data the feedback endpoint accepts form data from React and saves it to the database. Login and sign up routes handle basic user authentication. On login, we return the user's role to conditionally show views. This is the routing done for login, and for sign up, this is the routing. Managers can request feedback. Employees can give peer feedback too. These are defined in peer feedback and feedback request routes, and they are mentioned here. This is the feedback request route, and this is the peer feedback route. Users can reset passwords. A token is generated and printed to the console. It expires in 15 minutes, and it is done through the forgot password route. and along with that reset password is also helpful in resetting the password. And here is the database model setup using SQLAlchemy with SQLite. The user, the feedback, the user, the feedback request, the peer feedback. Tables are defined in models.py. To enable front-end backend communication, CORS middleware is added. I deployed both apps on render. The CORS model can be act as middleware by adding it in main.py, and I added it here. It is imported from other package here. Only FastAPI.middleware.cors is imported from CORS middleware. And the Docker file is also present within this. Using this function, using this file, we are able to run the app. Feedback.db is created by running uvcorn main app command in the terminal. That's a full overview of my feedback system. It supports manager input, employee access, peer feedback, and secure password handling. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check the repository and try it out. I'll show the repository. This is the repository I am having. If you have any queries, please try to contact me. Thank you.